What do you think? Civil War? Ooh, yeah. Well, hey folks, I am out this afternoon doing a little digging. Thought I would bring you guys along for a bit. Hadn't been here too long. Out at my usual permission. Continuing to work my way across this field. Some of you've asked how big this property is. The field that I'm in is probably about 300 acres, and I've yet to cover all of it. Just kind of making my way across it and hitting some spots where I start to find some things. But we'll give it another shot this afternoon. I've been here just for a few minutes. Got a ball button, a little piece of what I think is a ball button, round ball button, and an interesting piece of lead. And then I just popped a D. See the D buckle? Still in the clump. So, starting off, finding a few things. See what else we can do this afternoon. There's a storm moving in. I can see it on the horizon. I'm hoping it misses this place. So we'll see how it goes. Just to kind of show you the area I'm in, it's just loaded with bricks, old glass, pottery. Anytime you see this kind of stuff, that's an old blob top bottle. Oyster shells. This is the dark glass. This is the kind of place you want to be at. You know, if you start seeing this stuff on the surface, slow down and listen for the good targets. That wind is picking up for sure, but it's giving me a nice cool breeze. I think the storm is going to be off to my side. Coming along here, and I try to swing far over into the next row. This is actually on this other row, the edge of the other row. Looks like it's going to be a wheat scent maybe, sitting on the surface. Yeah. 1 cent laying on the surface. First coin of the day though. Well, I get the feeling that sometimes folks get a little aggravated at me for the number of surface finds I find. I'm not real sure why, to be honest, but maybe it's just me. But just saw the wheat cent, saw the wheat penny, and that's a 12 nickel signal right there on the surface. I'm guessing it's gonna be a buffalo. Haven't looked at it yet. Looks like a buffalo. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could just leave them sitting there and walk on by. Not real sure. But second coin right in a row, buffalo nickel. If you ever watch the Hoover Boys, a different detecting channel on YouTube, you know that when they find an Indian head scent, they always say, well, that's an episode. You're watching the Hoover Boys. I think I'm going to do something like that with marbles, because pretty much find one every single episode. So I guess there's your marble. You're watching I Dig History. It's got a little chip on the bottom. Cool swirl design though. Just picked up the marble, and I got a good 17-18 signal, which can be half dime. This is not a half dime, but it is round. I think it's going to be a button, maybe. I'm not real sure about that. Maybe a washer? I don't know what that is. I don't think it's anything. Rang up good anyway. Looks like I've got my second little debuckle for the day. Nice green patina on that one. Yeah. You dig a lot of old buckles, metal detecting. At least I do. Probably thousands of them maybe. Still like finding them though. Alright, got something here. Speaking of surface finds, another surface find. Got a little bitty squeak, but there's iron right beside it, and I almost missed it. I heard just the tiniest of squeaks. I just happened to look down over there and saw something shiny. If I can get my detector to stand up. And look what's sitting right there on the surface. I can already read it. 1857 seated Liberty half dime. Here's the pluck. $18.57. Kind of bent. Yeah. Get some spray on it. If I can find my spray. Almost missed it, but that iron really messes with it, and it is hold. That iron will mess with your signal for sure. Probably wouldn't have, unless I just heard that tiny little squeak, I probably wouldn't have got that. Look at that. What a cool looking little coin. It's got like this weird patina. I can't see a mint mark. You might can see it. How cool. Man, I love finding these things. 1857. Awesome. Got something fancy here. I've already pulled it out of the hole and brushed it off. Brass piece. It's attached to something, maybe a chest, some piece of furniture. Very ornate. I hang on to anything that's got a little fancy design, anything like that on it. Sometimes I figure out what it is, sometimes I don't. Cool little relic. Well, it's been a minute or two since I've turned the camera on. I got something kind of cool here. The top of a old pewter spoon handle, probably a spoon. It's very fat. It's definitely pewter. You can see the rim around the edge. That's very old, probably late 1700s, maybe early 1800s. That's a cool piece. Well, I'm finding a lot of old cool pottery, that's for sure. I got this piece. Can't read what it says on it. I'll take it home and see if I can read it just to get a maker's mark. Got a bunch of the old bottle tops. Never found a complete large bottle out of this field. But also just popped a little war nickel. These are 35% silver, made during World War II. It's 19, what's that say? 1943. Yeah, a little silver, we'll take that. All right, I think I've got a twofer here. Let's squeeze over here and pick this little green up. That's a cool one. I like that. I picked up several and I haven't got them on video. But the reason I stopped here, just happened to notice that marble as I'm putting it in my pouch off screen, is this right here. What does that look like? Huh? What do you think? Civil War? Ooh, yeah. Is that a pelican? Is that a pelican? I think that's a pelican. Oh my goodness. A pelican? That is a pelican. Okay, I'm freaking out. All right, so for those of you who don't know, a pelican, this is a Confederate Louisiana Civil War button. Oh my goodness, that is a pelican. Coat size. This is probably the top of my bucket list, for sure, for Civil War stuff. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna have to stop here for a second and get this thing cleaned up. That is a pelican. Oh, and it's bent. It's got a crease right down the middle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Confederate, Louisiana, coat size, pelican button. If that's not what that is, then I'm just an idiot. But that's got to be what that is. I'm gonna hit it with my brush, get it cleaned up a little bit, see if I can calm down. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm a little bit calmer. This is definitely a Louisiana state seal Confederate coat button. Hyde and Goodrich, manufactured in New Orleans. Unbelievable. And it has just got a little valley right down it. I'm just thrilled. I'm just stunned. I just told somebody the other day that one of these pelicans is at the top of my list. And he said, oh, you'll get one. Unbelievable. What a day. 1857, seated Liberty half dime, a few other nice relics, and then this. Unbelievable. That's definitely worth the trip right there. All right. Well, I'm still pumped for the pelican button, but trying to make my way back to the truck. I'm gonna call it a day. Popped a nickel signal. Size of a nickel. So I think I've dug a buffalo nickel today and that war nickel, and it looks like I've got another buffalo nickel. That's cool. Hoping I could get a little trifecta on a different kind. But hey, I can't complain at all today, can I? Yeah. There's the buffalo. Alright. Head on back to the truck. This may be it. We'll see. Alright, well, I'm back home. I'm going to do a quick wrap up. It was a great hunt this afternoon. Just still pumped about, especially one of the finds. Probably know which one that is. Kept the pottery. I think there's I think it's LA in the middle of this. You're probably not going to be able to see that. I can't read the other words, but I think that says LA, so it's manufactured Louisiana. It's old. Not sure about this. Porcelain or milk glass. Probably the handle, the top to something. If you know, you can let me know. course, we got the marbles. And this was some kind of little just brass piece. That's a cool one. Always like those bright red swirls. Got the little scutcheon thingy thing. I don't know what it is. It's brass. It's fancy. Hang on to it. Bunch of different lead. Some assorted little brass pieces there. That's a keyhole lock. Lock cover. Different little pieces of pottery and glassware. One musket ball. Couple of D-buckles. The the pewter spoon handle. Probably a spoon. I think this is the tip to a ramrod off a musket. I've dug a couple of these before, but I think that's what it is. Obviously flattened, but this would have been the tip that, you know, they rammed the musket ball, round ball, or mini ball, whatever they were firing, down into the barrel with. I think that's what that is. 2 wheat cents. Got the pair of buffalo nickels. Couldn't get a date off either one. 1943 war nickel. A couple pieces of interesting lead. I don't know that they go together. They just kind of look like they did. Could have been game pieces. Poker chips they called them. Flattened bullets. The Civil War soldiers would use them to play different kinds of games. So yeah, that may be what that is. The little round button. This was a little brass ring. Obviously it's broken and bent, but it's got a little duck on it. And some kind of little fake stone there. Thought that was kind of cool. And then the two really good finds for the day. The 1857 seated Liberty half dime. It's just got this neat patina over all of it. Just a dark gray. So yeah, cool find, obviously hold. And then the save the best for last here. The Confederate Louisiana Pelican button. Civil War coat button. Looked it up in my Albert's button book. It's there. Hyde and Goodrich, made in New Orleans. They were in operation up until New Orleans fell, 1862. But they manufactured military items and buttons for other Confederate state militias as well as Louisiana. I haven't done much to it. You can see it's got a bend in it, it's got a crease in it, but man, that's just something else right there. Absolutely love it. I know I kind of freaked out when I found it, so just shows you how excited I was, I guess. All right, well that's it. Appreciate you guys following along as always. If you're on Instagram, you can jump over there and give me a follow or see what I'm posting over there. It's at idighistory, I_dig_history. Of course, I would always ask if you think it is worthy of your subscription. Hit that subscribe button to my channel. Leave a comment, hit the like button, the thumbs up button. All of that is greatly appreciated. All right, we will see you guys next time.